would you do, Helen?
Hmm?
Well, to begin with, I haven't heard from him or even about him for 6 months. And then suddenly out of the blue, he telephones. I mean, would you go?
I don't know, Phyllis.
His destroyer's got a walloping hole in it, and he'll be on leave in London while it's being done up.
Well, perhaps he thinks there's a chance of patching things up.
I don't know. I don't know. A rendezvous with one's ex-husband. What on earth's one supposed to say?
He's all right, not wounded.
I didn't ask. He sounded chirpy enough. Would I go up to town and meet him at the Dorchester for a drink?
For a drink?
Well, anything else that occurs to him. We all have to make sacrifices in wartime, don't we?
Yes, we do. Yes.
Excuse me, Mum. I have to go now, if that's all right.
Go.
To the Labour Exchange.
Oh, yes.
I've got this marvellous little number my dressmaker knocked up. Priceless black market Chinese silk, and I'm longing to show it off to someone. So why not Dickie, the bastard?
Yes, why not?
Poor lad. Anyway, darling, as you've got all your worthy duties to perform in London, why don't we go up together? Hmm?
Yes, I suppose we could.
Major Kiley.
All I want them under debriefing reports and analyses.
Yes?
Hello, Jim.
I want to see you.
I want to see you. Are you okay?
Retired. When?
Well, this last week's been hell around here. You should know that better than anybody.
Can you make it today?
I wish I could. I'll call you back as soon as I can see my way clear up.
Jim?
Well, thank you very much for letting me know, Dr. Durham. Goodbye.
Now, that woman's doing a great job. You tell her I said so. Okay, what shape are we in?
Walk through the combat messes. Officers and enlisted men during breakfast.
And?
They've all got the same look, like old men. They weren't eating.
Yeah.
Just looking around at the empty places.
Tomorrow, the brass want to see all group commanders and their deputies at headquarters to work out future strategy.
Right.
Jim, if it meant not having to send my boys over there again, I swear that I would fly every damn combat mission myself. By myself.
Yeah, sure.
All those missing faces. They'll haunt me to the day I die. What do you want, Jaime? Huh?
He and Krotnick just been at a hospital to see Buzz, our left waist gunner.
Yeah, how's he doing?
Doing great, they said. Be up and about in no time. I'm sitting there talking with the guy, and he starts to hemorrhage, and there's blood all over the place, and before anybody could... He just died. I seen him come around with the bag and cleared out his locker. There ain't nothing left.
Peter,
Aren't they doing it right?
No, it's fine, but you don't have to.
I've got to earn my keep now I've left school. Can't just do nothing.
Oh, all right, but there's no compulsion, you know? Bed all right?
Fine. Mr. Blair, got myself in a muddle. I don't know what to do for the best. It's Mum and Letty.
Yes?
Well, I've deserted them. Left them to it, haven't I?
Well, I suppose you could say that in a manner of speaking.
They do need me there.
You know, it strikes me, it's not your mother that needs you, nor even Letty. It's your dad. He's the one. What's up with you?
It's them down the labour. They say I can't work at Durham's anymore.
Do they?
I told this bloke all about the Major. Well, who's going to look after him while Mrs. Durham's at the hospital and Miss Pat's working on the farm, I said. And what about in here?
Yes.
No, they went off. They had a talk about it. They came back. They said they were sorry, but I'd been directed to that parachute factory. Well, what am I going to tell the Major?
You'll have to tell him the truth.
Oh, I can't, Dad. I just can't.
I've got you. Come back. Oh. Are you all right?
I'm sorry, darling. I didn't mean to shout at you.
Daddy? What were you trying to do?
My favorite picture of your mother. Clumsy fool that I am, I've ruined it.
It's not too bad. It can be mended.
No. She wore those the evening we went to hear Heifetz at the Queen's Hall. Now she's late. And tomorrow she'll be rushing about London all day.
Yes. It always has to be Mummy, doesn't it? She never lets anybody else try to help.
Well, I don't think anyone else could do half as well as your mother does at getting things for the hospital. Especially out of that stingy lot of the ministry. Well, everybody knows that. And I suspect that she knows it too.
Yes, well, it's not Mummy I'm worried about. It's you.
What? Good grief. You don't have to worry about me. I'm not going to rust away forever.
Last orders, please, gentlemen. Thank you. You all right?
I can't get a word out of him.
Well, then I shouldn't try. Look, they fair had the stuffing bashed out of them this last week.
I know that.
And their pride's been hurt, I shouldn't wonder. Just give him time.
Well, what's the matter with him? Look, if he thinks he's made a mistake, in spite of all that's been said, then he should just come right out with it. We're supposed to be engaged.
No, I haven't forgotten that any more than he has.
Well, he could hardly bring himself to say no.
Look, he's got two things on his mind. You and the war. Evening, Mr. Burwash.
Hey,
Mr. Klotnick.
Beer? Half a beer, Jack.
Pints.
Yeah, fine.
A pie?
What gives here?
Excuse me, Mr. Burwash, but most of us here in Market Wetherby, well, most of us knew those lads, you know, the ones that didn't come back, and Well, I'd like to say on everybody's behalf how sorry we are.
Well, we're sorry too, Jack. A couple of days ago, we were drinking with them. But they're dead and gone. And being sorry for them sure as hell won't get us back in there to fly another mission. Facts are we're at war. And their job's finished. And for the rest of us, well, it won't do much good to be looking back. Stick with the living, Jack. It's not the dead who need your sympathy.
Here, Ava. Thanks, Mr. Burwash.
Hi, Skip.
Hi, me.
Hey, Jaime. Make it a third, would you, Jack?
Thanks, Rick.
You see? He's got a war on his hands. He's being pulled in different directions. So don't make things any more difficult for Chuck than they are already.
You sure?
Sure, I'm sure. Squeezed it out of that old woman, Lester Carson, after I twisted his arm.
No missions for 2 weeks?
2 weeks stand down for the whole 8th Bomber Command.
Good news, we need it.
Anybody says the 8th don't deserve it, and I'll kick his teeth down his throat. You know what?
What?
I'm gonna get good and drunk every day.
And nights?
Nights, too.
Hey, guys, listen. Tomorrow you Saps got leave coming to you. I'm taking you to London.
What?
Okay, look, I'll have a truck outside the gate after lunch tomorrow. Be there. I'll have your hides of shoe leather.
Thanks, Skipper.
No buts. Just meet me there.
What are you complaining about? Be a chance to get out of this dump for a while.
One day, maybe Chuck will thank me, huh?
And one day, maybe he'll bust you in the mouth.
Time, gentlemen, please.
Gentlemen?
Let's go. Come on, Elmer. Come on. I'm waiting for Chuck. Out! Out! Out!
You heard what he said, Skipper. I cannot go.
What about our day at the seaside?
Fine. All you ever get to see and hear is a bunch of clowns horsing around. But up there, we're one crew. I'm part of them, they're part of me. One of us screws up, we're dead. No second chance. And it's been a tough week. I can't not go.
Time, gentlemen, please.
Darling, thought I'd never get away. Sorry I'm so late.
Tired?
I thought you'd have gone to bed.
Pat went up ages ago. Remember this?
You haven't been waiting up for me.
No, I'm all right. I'm sorry about that, darling. It was my fault. I know things are difficult to get repaired these days.
It's all right. I get seen to. Ronnie?
Darling, I had a telephone call. It's bad news, I'm afraid. You'll be as upset as I am. Bertie.
Bertie?
Bertie from the Warhouse. You remember how he was always joking about being there for the duration? Well, he had to take over a brigade a month ago in Sicily. A landmine. Blown to pieces. Darling, there's no point in my struggling up those stairs every evening, hanging on the banisters. I thought I'd sleep down here.
But, Ronnie...
We can have a proper bed made up in my study tomorrow.
Tomorrow... I don't have to stay up in London.
You stay up there, hmm? Go and see a show or something. Enjoy yourself. God knows you get little enough fun.
Oh, darling.
Poor old Betty, hmm? I suppose all things considered, I should count myself lucky. Bloody lucky.
Well, hello.
Thank you for coming.
I wanted to.
Jim. Jim, I can't see you again. I know we're bound to, at the hospital, in the village, everywhere. Where there are other people, but... You know what I mean. Do you understand?
I understand. I understand that you love me and I love you. What I don't understand is how you can pretend it isn't true.
You don't know.
Helen.
You can't begin to understand what it means.
What?
Do you think, because I can't stop thinking about you, that I don't still love Ronnie? Do you?
Don't go, not like this.
Goodbye, Jim.
When can we talk?
There's nothing to talk about.
Today, tonight? How about tonight?
I'm going to London tonight.
For good?
No. I've got a meeting. Still a war to be fought and won. Perhaps...
What?
Perhaps a few hours away from all this will bring me to my senses. I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
No, that's okay. I'll hold.
When do you expect to be back, Jim? You and the Colonel.
Big Ira Eka's through with us. Ah, thanks. Now, you sure about that? Fine. I'm much obliged to you. Oh, and Colonel Krasnowitz asked me to thank all you good people for the wonderful help you've been giving us. Thanks again. Goodbye. We've all worked out future strategy. That's when, Lester.
Keeping our own group in the air, flying missions day after day. I mean, last week, the 8th Bomber Command made its most determined, intensive, and sustained effort in its entire existence.
Big Ira asked for maximum effort. He got it.
Well, I pieced it all together here. On Saturday, over 300 B-17s hammered Horoya, Trondheim, and Bergen. Sunday, it was us, Kiel and Wernemünde.
Lester.
On Monday, we hit Hamburg and Hanover with another 300 heavies. And Wednesday, it was the 8th's deepest penetration yet. Auschlieben.
I hear some fools already calling it Blitz Week. Did they? Is there anything in there about the 8th's losses? Huh?
Over 90 crews killed, missing, or wounded. Over 100 B-17s. An exceptional week. How's headquarters going to assess all that?
It's not for you to ask, Lester, me to answer. Coming! There's only one question to put to Big Ira about future strategy. How many more Blitz weeks before he finds he's got no goddamn bomb groups left?
Peter? Peter?
Yeah?
Have you seen Mr. Baton?
No.
Thought not.
Well, he's late, isn't he, messing me about? I've got things to do, people to see.
Shall I say you want him if I see him, Uncle Sid?
It's not just me, son. There's Letty and all. He's neglecting her, isn't he?
What about Letty?
Well, you'd see for yourself a state she was in if you was still at home, wouldn't you? It breaks my heart, Jack, seeing how she feels about Mario. You can't tell a girl like her she's got eyes like deep pools one day, then not bother seeing her for a week. You can tell him that, Peter. Tell him I said so. Oh, talk to the devil.
What?
That's all right, mate. There's no rush. I've only been waiting an hour.
Listen, wise guy, I got 5 minutes before I miss my transport back to the base.
Then you ain't got time for a drink, have you? Sit down.
What? Well, come on. What's the big deal this time?
The deal, my son, is the biggest thing I've ever dreamt up in. Right. The gala dance, we made a packet, right?
Yeah, after you coughed up my end of the proceeds, we did, right?
Now, come on, don't be like that. Look, how'd you feel about us making a packet like that every week?
What, an Independence Day dance every week? You're nuts.
Would you listen? Look, those mates of yours up the base, what have they got their tongues hanging out for? That's #1 priority. Can't think of nothing else. Eh? Money? Getting a big medal for conspicuous gallantry in the face of overwhelming odds?
What is this, a quiz?
Getting the first boat home?
Dames.
Right, my son, dead right, dames. Now, my close friend and London business associate, Benny, he counts among his personal friends some of the classiest, friendliest, most patriotic girls in London. You know what I mean? The like of which you, my son, have never clapped your eyes on.
So you figure we can get
It'll be our pleasure to arrange for these dames to meet your mates, for which they will pay highly for the privilege, I might add, and you and me, my son, will be quids in.
Yeah.
Well, don't fall over yourself, will you?
I gotta see the dames first.
Don't be daft. I'm only the middleman. Look, you can take my word for it. These are the classiest...
I see the dames first, or no deal.
No, Benny won't like that.
I don't give a damn about Benny. I gotta go.
All right. Look, how soon can you get a pass to come up the smoke, then, eh?
Up to what?
Up the smoke, up to London, up the smoke, you Burke.
Well, how am I supposed to know that?
Right, how soon, eh?
I'm going this afternoon.
Eh?
Thank you. It's packed out. Thank heavens I booked.
Well, the bar's closed.
I think I'm going to go up to my room.
But I'm not meeting Dickie till 9 o'clock.
It's 4 floors up. Well, there's no lift. Why don't you come up for a moment?
Anything just to get out of these shoes. Oh, what a perfectly beastly room.
It's all right. It's rather nice. We used to have my own bath.
I suppose when this was a family house, the slavey had it, poor little cow.
Well, by the time I get back, I'll be too tired to notice. Your shoe.
My God, Helen, you don't know how lucky you are.
Lucky?
Busy as a bee, with your so patriotic duties and your hospital and your family. I've got nothing. Nobody.
What about Dickie?
Dickie? I bet what's probably happened is Dickie's been stood up by his latest girlfriend.
Oh, you don't really think that?
Yes, of course. I come second or third best, and I know it. And like a fool, I still come running.
Nothing's easy for any of us these days.
This evening, I've got a chance, about 100 to 1 chance of picking up the pieces of my life and sticking them together again.
Well, if you know that's what you really want.
Yes, I do. But I'll probably make a muck of it. Dickie will come to the conclusion he was right after all about our divorce. Whereas you and your amusing, charming, ever-loving Ronnie, you know just where you are with him, don't you?
Yes.
Your whole life a straight path, from the cradle to the grave. No mistakes, no failures, no emotional
God's sake,
complications.
Phyllis. You're being ridiculous. Why can't you be grateful and glad that Dickie wants to see you? He wants company. He wants a chance to forget mines and torpedoes and living in wet clothes day and night. Only you know if you really want him back. But you don't have to seduce him or impress him. Just be yourself. That's what he's coming for.
I just want to stay here.
You mean for my sake?
Partly.
Oh, no, come on, Pat, that's not on. You've got your own life to lead. You'll regret not going back to Cambridge. The war's not going to last forever, you know.
Only partly, and partly... I think Mummy knows what I mean.
You don't want to talk to me about it? All right.
Look, it's sort of complicated at the moment, between Mummy and me.
I see.
Well, I know she's having a terrible time at the moment with her hospital and all the extra jobs that people keep giving her.
Me?
Oh, no, Daddy, not you.
Has this something to do with the man?
Can't you see, Daddy? She's being so selfish and thoughtless and unfair.
How do you mean unfair? Unfair to you?
To us both.
No.
You can't walk out on me twice in one day. My friend the bartender says he's got vodka. A real Russian vodka. A vodka, please, for two.
How did you find me?
Phoned your secretary at the hospital.
Jim.
Now, you can't bawl her out. She had no reason not to tell me.
That's 3 and 6pence, please, sir.
Right.
Excuse me. Would you care to sit down?
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Now, we'll have this. And maybe we'll have another, then we'll find someplace to eat.
No, we won't.
Tell him.
You can't have forgotten what I said.
Forgotten? No.
Well,
Don't you like it?
never had vodka before.
Oh, you can't insult our gallant Russian allies. Here, Stas. Well?
Jim, this is silly. I must go.
You know, I just left Rufus after a meeting with the top brass, and I still can't get my way with him. Any other CO takes it as normal as exec flies combat missions, but not Rufus. He won't let me go out again. Thinks it's too dangerous.
I'm glad.
Oh, too dangerous for the group, Rufus means. To be left without a leader. Yeah, but I'm working on him, and one of these mornings I'll be up there again with the rest of the boys. Now, just suppose, I go out on that mission and don't come back. Now, how will you feel then about not sharing this evening with me? Just one evening together.
That is the worst. The most unforgivable, the most blatant blackmail.
You're right. It's the very worst.
Come on, just give me a few minutes and you can go wherever you want. I gotta meet Sid.
Howdy, ma'am.
This here's the Bowsprit Club, right?
No.
But it's
Come on,
No,
let's
I
go.
got important business with Sid. I gotta meet him. Come on, it says it's the Bowsprit.
All right. It's called the Bowsprit.
Big deal.
And it was here before you were born. And if Jerry don't drop a bomb down the chimney, it'll be here after you've gone. Now, what's your fancy?
I'm looking for a buddy of mine, English. Sid Davis, you know?
Yeah, I know him. If I see him, I'll tell him.
Hey, Mario,
What?
get a load of that.
See her, ma'am. What we're looking for is
Pretty obvious what you're looking for. Handsome.
some Scotch whiskey, ma'am.
Oh. I might find a little nip for you, love. And about your pals.
Well, why don't we just start with some beer and go on from there?
All right. 4 pints and, I'm Mavis.
I'm Red. Well, guys, this is London. What do you think, huh?
I think we're gonna have a great time.
Oh, look at him.
Here, Elmer.
Oh, thanks. She's breaking my heart.
Who's that?
She was just like Rosie.
Are you going to buy us a drink?
I'm gonna buy the whole block.
Well,
Come
have a
on.
pint a mile, please.
A pint a mile, right. Oh, shoot. Right. And what is it? What's your name?
Cheers.
Cheers. Excuse me, man.
Chuck,
Okay, can I have,
brought you down here to clear your head some. Aren't you glad you came?
You know, Skip, I've been thinking about that.
Yeah?
To tell you the honest truth, I don't know what the hell I'm doing here.
All that about me being the only girl in the world, and the first chance he gets, he's off up to London for a good time.
You can't trust him.
Trust who?
Them Ginger Rogers jerks, that's who. Me, I'm different.
Next time I see him, I'm going to tell him what he can do with his rotten mouth organ.
Rosie, will you forget about Elmer? We're talking about me.
Yeah.
The guy's just another stumble bum.
Hi, me.
A 200% meathead stumble bum.
Hi, me. You can't say that.
Say what?
Stumble.
Stumble bum? What's wrong with stumble bum? Really? I didn't know that.
Would you mind going up to the Durhams?
No.
Well, do you mind?
No.
There's a little job to be done. tact and diplomacy.
Hell, wouldn't you know it? Better go down.
No. Time enough when the bombers come. If they come. Still daylight. Must be a false alarm. I saw a bomber once in searchlights. It looked rather pathetic.
Doesn't it ever get dark?
Of course. When double British summertime ends. You don't mind staying up here?
No.
If we are bombed,
What then?
they'll find us. Our bodies. Together. Poor Ronnie.
Hello, Vi.
Hello, sir.
Well, how nice to see you again. Darling, do we have any coffee?
Oh, no, thank you.
You sure?
Yes, thank you.
Well, sit down, please. Sit down, Vi.
Thank you. Sir, I'm sorry to come so late, but Dad wanted you to know about Rosie.
Oh, yes.
The first thing tomorrow morning, she has to start work at the parachute factory.
Oh, I see. Well, there we are. You see, nobody's allowed domestic servants these days. I'm very grateful you took the trouble to tell me, Vi.
Rosie, she couldn't bring herself to tell you, sir.
Oh.
She's that upset about it.
No, that's all right. I understand you. You tell her that she shows great feelings. Well, what do we do now?
Well, Mummy'll have to give up her work at the hospital and stay at home here to look after things.
Oh, no, I don't think things are quite that drastic, darling. Listen, what about Nanny?
Nanny?
Yeah. Do you think we could persuade her to up sticks, come all the way down here?
I don't know. Think we could?
Yeah, it's worth a try, isn't it?
She's terribly old, Daddy.
Oh, God, don't let you say so. I'm sorry, Vine, this must be very boring for you. And, anyway, I have been remiss. It's,
Sir?
It's only because I... Anyway, please receive my belated but very best wishes.
Oh. Thank you, sir.
His name's Chuck.
I'm married. Well, I'm sure that you'll both be very happy.
Thank you, sir. Sir, Mrs. Durham's in London this evening, Rosie said.
Yes.
Well, there was this fella in the pub, and he says there's a raid on up there now.
Oh, dear.
In case you want to telephone or anything.
Well, it doesn't do to worry, Vi. Mrs. Durham and I have an arrangement. We only telephone each other in extreme emergencies. But thank you.
I'll forget my head next.
What's this? Good heavens. More whiskey.
Dad says he's sorry about Rosie leaving you.
Well, that's hardly your father's fault.
He says he knows one or two around here would like that, but wouldn't appreciate it. And a few more would appreciate it, but don't deserve it. And he'd like you to have it, sir.
Roll out the barrel, we'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel, we've got the blues on the run. Sing through the road.
Take no notice of her.
I ain't.
They're only jealous. Oh, isn't he cuddly?
Doing pretty good for yourself. Right, Skip. Now, you're right. No one knows what it's like unless they've been up there and come back.
Okay. Dry your eyes and drink up.
I mean, what do they know about it? Nothing.
Look, it's a short life, kid. Enjoy it. Davis, Chuck here wants more beer.
Nah, I don't want another beer.
Apologize to my boys, Mavis. I'm tensed up. Watching their buddies get shot to pieces week after week. You know, any day now, I'll be one of them.
Or you, Red.
Yeah. Not me.
Hey, Sid! Sid! Over here, Sid!
Hello, Sid.
Sid, where you been? I've been waiting
So,
for you.
where's Benny, eh?
How about you?
Hey?
Hey, come on.
Get him.
Hey, come on, let me. Come on. You saw what those guys did?
Yeah, I did.
Listen, Sonny. The two gentlemen with Sid, they're Benny's.
Yeah, you're all about Benny.
Yeah, you know, Sid's been messing about with Benny's girl.
Yeah?
And Benny don't like it. So if you're a friend of Sid, Sonny, don't go advertising it all round the bowsprit. Understand?
Yeah. Thanks.
Chuck. These gorgeous dames here, and here's you crying in your beer. What's so special about this Vi game?
Show me one more gorgeous dame, Skip, and so help me.
You're not his girl, are you?
Not me.
Well. Trust the lady to go pushing in where it's not wanted. Don't you get your snout out of my beer.
Come on, let's have him. Come on, hey, you guys, come on! Yeah!
What the hell did you do that for, Skip?
What?
I was going to flatten him.
Elmer, look, he can't swim. Oh, God.
Chuck, get her up.
Oh, look at my dress. It took me weeks to save up the me coupons and now it's ruined. Oh, look what you've done.
Well, Elmer, what do you think?
His turn to pay for the beer.
My friend the bartender. Primitive, but same again.
I want you. God knows I want you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
It's not all right. If I had the morals, I can't even commit adultery properly.
And let me tell you something. First day we met, I had you figured. Where I come from, the kind of people I mix with, we know all about your type.
Who?
Classic rich bitch, English aristocrat, chilly as an iceberg.
Me?
You. And something happened, and I didn't like it. I had to go through the painful business of breaking down my cherished prejudice. And see you as you are. And from that moment, my head and heart haven't stopped spinning.
I don't know what to do. I know what I ought to do. I'm not strong enough. I thought I could cope. I'm a born coper. You ask anybody in Market Weatherby. I could cope with the awfulness at the hospital. Your young men, shattered, looking to me for help and strength. I could cope with the war. The endless, miserable, exhausting, bloody war. I could even cope with Ronnie, trying to grin and pretend his life isn't a ruin. I thought I could stand like a rock in the middle of my family and let the war wash over us. And it's gone. It isn't the war. It's me.
So whatever you do, don't ever marry a sailor.
I'll try and remember. That's 1 and 9pence, please, madam.
Sailors are always married already. If not to some whore in Portsmouth or Peru, then they're married to their bloody ship. There's nothing a girl can do about that, is there?
Thank you, madam. Didn't he turn up?
Turn up? My darling, I've been stood up by my own husband. Ex-husband.
Sorry to hear it, madam.
Me too. I even telephoned his ship. They tried to, from the Dorchester. Asked some half-witted admiral what they were doing with my husband. Would I mind waiting a couple of hours while they stoked the funnel or painted the boiler? Oh, some damn thing.
I don't know who it hits worse.
What?
The war. The men away fighting. The women at home waiting.
The fighting I can put up with. There's all the other things. I've left messages for him all over London. If he wants me. He knows where to find me.
Yes, all right, I'm coming. I'm coming. Hello.
Mr. Durham?
I'm sorry, what number are you calling? This is Durham House. We seem to have a very bad line here.
I'm talking about your wife.
Who is this? The line really is appalling.
Sharing her room with a man, an American.
The pale moon was rising above the green mountain. The sun was sinking beneath the blue sea. When I strayed with
Just
my
shut up,
love
Chuck.
to the pure crystal.
Been robbed. Dolly? Huh? She kept putting her arms around me, telling me I was cuddly. She's got my wallet. Where's Red? Red?
Will you shut up?
What? Red!
We're not supposed to
Red!
be here.
You naughty boy. It's after time. Do you want to lose me my license?
Dolly, she's got my wallet.
Oh, never mind, love. It's only money.
Only.
What are you beefing about? Enjoyed yourself, didn't you?
Something's more important than money. Eh, handsome?
Davis,
What, love?
it's getting kind of late.
Ah.
We gotta get on back.
Oh, well. Needs must when the devil drives. Far to go?
No, Suffolk, Margaret Weatherby.
Hey?
Yeah, sure.
You can't, not this time of night.
We'll grab a taxi.
It cost a fortune.
Sure, but it's only money. Come on, let's go.
Not a sound now, boys. All clear. Don't worry, love. I'll kill Dolly when I see her.
Thanks. Good night.
Mavis,
What, love?
when you see Sid, kill him too.
Well, Chuck, give my love to your girlfriend. Fine, isn't it?
Yeah. Sure, thanks, Mavis. I'll do that.
Well, Red.
Come on, Mavis. You're a hell of a fine lady. Good night, Mavis.
Sorry, sir. I'm shut.
I'm looking for a lady.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, this is the Windsor Park Hotel.
Yes, sir.
I'm hours late, but she did say she'd be here. The name's Lambourne. Tall, fine dark hair, about my age.
Very well dressed lady, sir.
Probably.
She was here, Commander.
Oh?
Sat right there. Hours on end. Then all of a sudden, she just departed.
She didn't leave a message for anybody?
It's all Skip's fault. I should have stayed here. Gone for a drink at the Plough with my Rosie.
You're Rosie.
Hey, wait till the morning, huh? Then beat each other's brains out.
Yeah, shut up, Emily. I want to get some sleep.